Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Black 5! Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 50. Check 50. Check.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. In your face. What's up? 59, what's up? 59.
Throwing on second and 14. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. That's complete. Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third. And Boswell's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one complete to Reed. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well. And it works for them.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And the catch made by Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Switch. Cover.
And that'll set them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Three down. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. We don't want this.
Haskins will throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
50. Mike 50. Here it comes. Go, go. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Easy, easy. Hey, turn it up. Slack and turn.
Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receiver's eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down.
And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Go. Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180. 56, right there, 56. Here we go,
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
X3, 218, chop it.
This thrown quickly onto Cooper. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Middle. Switch. See these two. No.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Haskins going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Come on,
55 is my guy, 55. Let's go. There we go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
36.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Hustle. Zip it. Staying open.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Haskins. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Yeah. We got motion. Back up.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Ready? 180.
Mike 56. Watch the crowd.
Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
230.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
Got 20.
Check 56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Here's Pollard again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Roethlisberger now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 50. I got one. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, 6.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. Time to end it. That's it. Yo. Mike 50. I got it. What? Begin. Check 3. Slam, strong, go.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. All day, just like that. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Mike, 5-5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins going deep for Hopkins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
No spacing. Alert, alert.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Lock it.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a run with Geis. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Single, single.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's second down. Second and 10 now. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
That's me. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. It's complete to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. On first and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The back.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Haskins going to throw again. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Set, 180. 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 180.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to